Del Mar is back. 11 races coming up this afternoon for opening day. 5 of those being out there on the turf course. We got stakes action, and no one more excited than Christina Blacker. Sea Breezy joins the party. Now, Christine, we know you're going to be out there on course in just a couple of hours, but get us up to speed. What makes opening day so special for you?
Well, Dubs, I think, for me and anybody kind of growing up in Southern California, just being around the horses, to me, Del Mar really signifies the start of summer. Summer begins today as we open the Del Mar season. And it's also going to be a really exciting day in that we are opening on a Saturday. In the history of Del Mar, they've only opened on 3 Saturdays. This is just the 3rd time that we're going to do so. And actually, the very first day, back in 1937, when Bing Crosby was right there at the turnstiles taking tickets, they opened on a Saturday. So I think you're going to have some added excitement with just the fact that it's the weekend. People don't have to play hooky or take off work to be there today. And you'll have all the energy, the atmosphere, the hat contest, the 11 race program, stellar racing, but it's really just the biggest gambling party of the year. And whether you want to come out because you're a serious horse player or you want to enjoy the fashion, the food, the drinks, the beach, there's kind of something for everybody on a day like today. And hopefully there's going to be plenty of people that are watching this morning that are making their way to the track. But if not, we'll have all angles covered on the show today.
The early pick 5 last year for opening day in excess of $90,000. One of the headlining events coming up this afternoon will be the Oceanside Stakes. King of Gosford looking to make it 4 in a row. It's hard to go against the momentum, but how do you see this one playing out?
Yeah, it really is hard to go against his momentum. King of Gosford has come stateside and been very impressive for Phil D'Amato. Phil D'Amato was our meet leading trainer last year. He's one of the best turf trainers in the country, and especially out here on the West Coast. Now, this is a horse that they brought over from overseas, and we see this type of horse be very successful in his program year in, year out. He's 3 for 3 since coming stateside, including his victory in the Desert Code, this race coming down the hill. But I think one thing to keep in mind with King of Gosford, all 3 of his races here and all of his 9 races lifetime have been around 1 turn. Now, I don't think the 2 turns is going to be an issue for him. You can see he's just to the outside with those white blinkers. He's a longer individual, really reaches his neck out. He looks like a horse that won't have any trouble with the distance. And I think if you are going to get the distance, you want to be on a course like Del Mar, a tight course, a short stretch where that kind of late turn of foot really comes in handy. So King of Gosford, he is a favorite, but he is trying something new. And so for that reason, Dubs, I think you do have to just consider some of the others in the group. You have another really talented horse trying 2 turns in the 6, We're in Trouble. And then you have a few that are a little bit more proven at the distance of ground. Horses like Scatify, horses even like a guy named Joe, who hasn't won with Juan Hernandez, but has been on the board with him a few times. Juan Hernandez, our leading rider last year. If he elects to ride this horse, you have to take a look at him. So it's a very dynamic race, as it always is. It's the traditional opening day feature is the Oceanside. And we've seen some really incredible 3-year-olds go through this race and this program and this series that begins today. And because we're opening on a Saturday, the fillies get their chance as well. So we'll have a complimentary grade 2 for 3-year-old fillies in the San Clemente in race 9.
I'm hearing it's going to be a packed house out there this afternoon, Christina. So for the new bettors coming across who maybe aren't familiar with a couple of the big names, you highlighted Juan Hernandez. He's looking for his 3rd consecutive title in the summer meet. We saw Fraser aboard King of Gosford. Who's another name, another jockey that the bettors can watch out for before they put those winning wagers in?
Yeah, well, I'll pick up on that second point that you made, and that's Antonio Fraisu. Not only is he on the morning line choice for the Oceanside, but also for the San Clemente. I think he's going to make a real run at the leading rider title this season. I will be watching him very closely. He has some strong mounts. We do have some fresh faces this season. Raylu Gutierrez has brought his tack out here. I saw him yesterday. He's on 8 horses on the opening day program. That's a real credit to him, to his agent, to, crack into such a big day and have so many opportunities on a day like today. And then I think you also can't forget a guy like Hector Barrios. We saw him come here to Del Mar the last couple of seasons, and he made a real splash and a real name for himself because he saves ground. He's one of the more tactical riders, I think, that we have in Southern California, and he really puts that on display at Del Mar. So those would be a few of the names that I'll be keeping an eye on. Of course, Humberto Rispoli, Juan Hernandez, Joe Talamo is back riding in Southern California. We have a great group of riders I think it's going to be a big run for that leading rider title.
And it's a big day. It feels like the fourth round of the Masters, Super Bowl Sunday. It's opening day from Del Mar. And yes, I am a little jealous, Christina, that you and the team will be live on Cyber. Best part for me and for you bettors, we get to watch and wager along right here on FanDuel TV. So Christina, to you and the rest of the team, best of luck out there for day one.
Dubs, thanks. We'll look forward to it. We start at noon, so we're starting early to really lead into the day.
There